Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, yes, I'm talking about horse girls again. I know, shut up. I may have a problem. Two videos on horse girls within about the same month-ish. It's kind of sad. New low for you. That isn't a new low for me, let's be honest. I've hit lower of lows. Did you even see my Date of Life thumbnails? But getting into the actual subject, Musume Pretty Derby, it had a second season. It got a second season, actually. It's currently airing now. If you wanted to, you can go watch it. Assuming you've watched that first season, you can go watch this second season and be enjoying it along with me. Assuming you will like this show. Because I don't know if it's made for everyone. Technically, nothing's made for everyone. But you know what I'm getting at. You gotta be built different if you're going to be enjoying a show about horse girls racing each other. But luckily, or unluckily, however you want to take it, I am built to watch some horse girl racing in anime. And I do enjoy it. And this second season, I actually wanted to talk about it because it has a lot to say on it, actually. It's actually very impressive what it's doing. It's very unique for a second season, can I say. And I just want to appreciate it, give it all the respect it deserves. Give the respect to its name. Because man, was this a good... This is becoming a good second season. There's 4 episodes out from when I'm recording this. Maybe when you're seeing this is like 5 or something. I do not know, but it's epic. One of the biggest changes to note, which is something you almost never see in a following season, is the main character just completely shifts. Yes, that is what happens. So if you guys do not know, first season, you were following Special Week, and kind of like as the secondary to that is Silent Suzuka. But now they've shifted it around, and instead, Special Week and Silent Suzuka, they're kind of taking a back seat within this season, and we're going to see a lot of Tokai Teo, I think is how you pronounce it. I'll get better once the season goes on, let's be honest. And Majuro McQueen, 2 other of the girls within the Team Spice Up from the original season. So we're still staying with the same team from before. We're just following different characters. It's honestly a very interesting approach. It's something I definitely liked. You're definitely going to, spice it up. If you particularly didn't like the first season main characters, like, there could have been improvements, you may get that since it's a whole new main character. And there is a big difference in, character to some means. Our first season main character, it was a bit of a struggle to accept loss, That's an understandable thing if you've ever, done racing. It can be a hard thing, but Tokai Teo, she's really good at, accepting the L's. She was able to take it when she did have one. And it's honestly really nice, really refreshing, It feels definitely completely different. It doesn't like, oh yeah, sure, they changed person, but they're the same character. No, they are different. They already had set up, like, ideas, a bit of their character already. So it's nice to switch that, and then they just get main focus, which is really, really nice. Just one of the coolest approaches I've ever seen take it to a second season. It also makes sense to the fact that I'm pretty sure, I think I'm like 99% sure, that this show is actually like following a bunch of like actual real life things to some degree, where all the characters are named after actual horses that are in the racing scene at some point in time, and they're following kind of like their path, but it's put into an anime to something. So you could, if you wanted to look up on the Wikipedia, look up some Japanese horse racing, just look up the characters and then see all the races they win. You could probably spoil the season, but I understand why they did that now, because it's like, oh, we went through the whole story of our first main character. There isn't more to say. There isn't more races, because I assume racehorses in real life don't actually go for that long in racing. So I understand why, you know, they switched characters, because of course there just isn't enough content for, say. But it's also a nice approach, just storytelling wise. It's very refreshing. Something I really like, really enjoyed. And one of the, I guess, stresses for some people who are fans, you know, it changed studio hands a little bit. First season was done by PA Works, which is a studio I really enjoy. Actually, I like a lot of stuff that they do. And moved to Studio K, which I don't think has done too many things. And this is like one of the more notable things of stuff done, since this season's very under the radar, just like the show was. Yeah, there was a little bit of concern, you know, of like, oh, are they going to like give it justice? Is it just going to be trash? And yes, the CGI definitely has changed, but the CGI was never too good anyways, so, you know, I think it was fine. People did say, oh, it's worse. It looks fine. And there's definitely some points where it is a little bit lazy with animation, but it's definitely serviceable. It's it's not worth the concerns. Especially there's a one part which is so surprisingly well animated that you're like, alright, even the like most well-known, you know, well-praised studios, they don't even do crap like this. Why did they, you know, why are they actually making this look goddamn good? Why are they making Horse Girl Racing look freaking amazing? It was also in a point with a weird aspect to the show where it's also a bit of an idol show. They didn't really go into that too much within the first season. There's just, they're like, oh yes, when you win, there's like the winning concerts, and they did like 3 in the entire show, just 1 at the start and then 2 at the end, so they didn't do many. They very much didn't experiment with that, but we got another winning concert, and oh my god, this is really good, surprisingly good. Like, the animation was actually outstanding. Jaw was dropped. I'm like, what? Because it's common, if you know idol shows, CGI crappy animation's very common for, you know, idol shows. And it's like, oh, they're having an idol moment, so they're going to use crappy CGI animation. But no, they really, you know, they really wanted to surprise you. And this is going to be one of the times on my channel. I usually don't do this. I'm just going to show you the clip raw. It's definitely worth that like bit of time. I don't think I'm going to get copyrighted. I looked at like some like music things. I think I'll be good when it comes to that. But yes, I'm just going to show you raw to see how good it is. Play it. 'Yeah, it's really good. I don't know why it's so good. It has no reason to hit this hard. It has no reason to hit that much different, but it does. I was so impressed. The song itself is really good. Hopefully, like, there's a full version. I'll be able to put that in the playlist real soon. Like, whew. It was really good. I was so surprised. It was at the end of the first episode. You know how to hype people up on that first episode. It just dropped that. Like, I'm sorry. Every other show was like, the hype level was so below this. This was like extreme hype. And of course it follows up with the storyline and setting up. You may have got a little bit from seeing it in action, but I won't spoil it for if you didn't pick up on it. but you know, it goes into a nice element. It's really good. Gave a lot more support to the trainer. And honestly, I liked him. He has a lot of admirable moments, and he gets a bunch of great moments. So I love to see him on screen. He's probably one of my more favorite characters in terms of anime. And that's very surprising, because it's literally a dude who just doesn't get a name. He's just called Trainer the whole time. But yeah, so weird. This show is surprisingly good. I do suggest you go check it out, because they did a lot to change it up. You could technically watch this second season without watching the first season. I suggest follow the first season, just know what you're getting into. And then if you're enjoying it, you're going to enjoy the second season as well. It's going to be great this time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I know I'm talking about Horse Girls again. It's like a very, you know, niche audience. It's really just the people who are fans of watching my content who are watching, and the like 4 people who also watch Musume and enjoy the heck out of it. But yeah, it's fine. You know, whatever content like gets me out of like burnout mode, I'm just going to do. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked and enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.